Mono got Edda to Iceland. On our ships going to Iceland, there was also Ámundi and his daughter Guðrún Ámundadóttir, pregnant. I was just a little girl. There were no houses in Erkenvík when we arrived. Guðrún Ámundadóttir did not know who was the father of the child she bore. The evil king's men attacked her, many of them together, and she became pregnant. She was lucky to get away from them alive. She bore a son here in Iceland, and this son of hers has black eyes. Terrible dark ages prevail in Europe. They are imposing evil law on us. That is why I am here. That is why my mother and father sent me to Iceland. These men plan to conquer the whole of Europe and the whole world, and they do all they can to destroy our forni, siður, our ancient tradition, and replace it with mono-theism, God as a tool. What they cannot destroy, they steal and adapt to their monotheistic system. What is mono-theism? One god, some they invent, named God capitalized. Not our pantheon of gods, Deva, Vishvedeva, rögn, tívar. Tívar, Deva, means the brightly shining. Gods as powers on the sphere of the laws of nature. One God, whatever men name it, can never be the whole, can never be the Great Oneness, eternity. Note, the word Guð, God, is neuter, not masculine. The new creed banned the neutered plural gods and made their tool to be a he, masculine, singular. Ginnungagap is the only oneness, eternity. Remember, Högni, to ask the Irish Druids when thou meetst them on thy travels. They have much the same as we do, a great and profound tradition, and learn their rune writing, Kolebren I bird. Mono-theism is a man-made system. Heathenry is a description of the birth of the cosmos and education on why we are here, all about man's spiritual evolution to perfection. Do we know what we're doing here? Theocracies ban our gods and allow only the one they made. They have him play all roles they choose. And men shall confess belief in him, threat of death if men refuse. It is a well-known strategy in southern lands to invent a god and ban all others, burn the shrines and fanes of others, and allow only their tool to rule, which they name will of God. This has nothing to do with spirituality and the true purpose of man's life. Look at my drawing here. Dost thou see the difference between a free man who does what he likes and a man that has to work for others? Seest thou the difference between me, my quest and task, on one hand, and the soldier on the other hand, who has to obey orders from others and die for other men's greed? I am free. Here's worse off than a dog. Live one's own life. Live the life of another. Svadharma and paradharma. Paradharma brings danger to our spiritual evolution. He has to kill, or he will be killed for men's greed. But I am keeping our spiritual treasure alive. Högni, will they come to Iceland too? Edda, they will come. Brutally rule here for 1,000 years. We can also preserve our knowledge in some unrecognizable form. No one understands the profundity, and thus it will not be destroyed. We use allegory and symbolic language. Kings in Europe now belong to the Roman Empire and have hit upon a new tool to rule. One king, one god, one world empire. Then the killing, the destruction of pagan shrines and heathen groves, and the systematic attempt to break down our ancient knowledge. We have a chance to preserve it. Bergthor, the huge white in Mount Blaufell, will guard our cultural treasure for 1,000 years.